Bamorganic first got in touch with me when I broke my leg. I got a compound, I think it's a compound fracture. It was touch and go whether I'd make it for the start of the tournament. And I did everything I could to recover. That included milk, blue top milk. You want strong bones, you want strong teeth, drink milk. So that's always what I was taught, drink your milk, drink your milk. Went into camp with England, did the first media day there, and they were like, so you've recovered then? You've miraculously recovered. What did you do? Go to Fiji where they've done these, witch doctor stuff and thingy that they've spoken about before? I said, no, I couldn't afford to go to Fiji at the time, mate, young kid. Well, how have you done it then? And I went, I drank milk. And everyone laughed as if thing, and I said, no, I've drunk milk. I mean, the physios helped me and everything, but I firmly believe it was the 2 pints in the morning, 2 pints in the evening. Bamorganic got in touch with me and sent a load of milkshakes, which me and the rest of the boys really enjoyed. Yeah, one little comment or slight jokey comment in a press conference, and lo and behold, I'm a Bam ambassador. So happy days. Protein's really important for me with my training after games. The breakdown of muscle tissue as a result of both games and training. I need something to help recover and repair my muscles and get back in the best shape as possible. Now, some studies are showing that milk can actually help you hydrate better than water. Not only does milk have more electrolytes than water, it takes longer to leave the stomach, meaning that it keeps the body hydrated for longer. Milk is the king. It outperforms most commercial recovery drinks. Ooh, my favourite flavour, I'm probably going to say vanilla, because I can do a little bit more with it. What I like doing is mixing a vanilla with a strawberry, or a vanilla with a chocolate or a banana. Do you know what I mean? And I make a big one and I shake it up, and it's like, so it's a little bit more versatile. But for like a little sweet treat, when I've got a bit of a sweet tooth in the evening, I'll hit the banoffee up. For me, probably the best thing about Bamorganic shakes are the fact that they're ready-made, bosh. Keep them in the fridge, keep them nice and chilled, straight after a training session, get it down me, easy. There's no messing about, having to scoop in, powder here, powder there. It's already pre-made, ready for me to go, and nice and easy. Organic for me is really important. It's so nice to actually find a drink that tastes nice. And usually you talk about using organic stuff and you worry that it hasn't got enough sugars in it or enough thing to make it taste nice. A lot of drinks, commercial drinks, are just full of unnecessary stuff in order to make it taste sweet and nice. But it's nice to find a drink with organic honey, organic protein, organic vanilla, organic corn flour, simple ingredients to make a nice tasty drink. And also for me, from a family point of view, my kids, me and my missus are far more aware about what we're trying to encourage our kids to put in their bodies, and be as organic and healthy as possible. And for me, the Bamorganic shakes are a huge part of our fridge space at home. So hang on a minute, completely recyclable, every single part of it? No, are you sure? Is it cardboard? Completely recyclable. There's so much talk about single-use plastic these days and how a large percentage of stuff that isn't able to be recycled. The fact that every single bit of this can be recycled is brilliant. A piece of advice for kids playing any sport from a young age, getting into it, you have to enjoy it. That's always been my mantra. Always the pressure. I've never had any pressure on from a family, parents, wife. I mean, my wife I still don't think she knows I'm a professional rugby player. Like, she's no idea, which is happy days. But it's all about enjoyment, and I was always told that as soon as you stop enjoying something, go and find something else out. So that's the advice I give to kids. But for kids, young girls and boys that are getting a little bit more serious, probably at the age of 16, 17, that may be looking in to go professionally with sport or semi-professionally, the biggest thing for me is you're responsible for what you put in your body. And that's why this for me is important, that it's informed sport, to have that accreditation and that little logo you get to make sure that it's all gravy for me to put inside. Not that there's gravy in here, it's not gravy, we're not doing a gravy product, although that may be something we look into, but that's fine for me to use as a sportsman. My priorities at this point, I'm starting to realise that I am getting a little bit old. a little bit older, and my body is starting to need a little bit more TLC and take care of it a little bit more. I used to be able to run out, not warm up, crack on, do the whole session or do a whole game and happy days, I'm done. But now I'm finding myself struggling to get out of bed, my back's stiff, my joints need moving a bit. So taking more pride in my warm-ups, taking more pride in my nutrition, those sort of things that I used to take for granted, they're my priorities at the moment in order to allow me to extend my career, or hopefully extend my career. How does being an athlete make me a better person? The chances I've had to travel the world, that I probably wouldn't have been able to do had I carried on being a turfer. You know, I don't think I'd have ended up in Uruguay or Switzerland on a pre-season camp. You know, there's not many companies that are calling up the local turf supplier in Heathfield going, "Here, can you come and turf a new pitch out here?" So I've been very fortunate to meet lots of different people, explore the world, different cultures, and I guess that helps you be a little bit more well-rounded. Also, being an athlete, you have to be incredibly disciplined. Now, the irony in that is that I've often been known as being quite ill-disciplined on the field. But the amount of sacrifice that you have to give in order to make it professionally, the time you have to give up to put into it, the times that you miss out on going out with your friends or parties or weddings and etc., means that you have to lead a very disciplined life, which is great for your sport, but it's also really good with your life skills. You want to be disciplined, like you want to have sport has taught me to be on time for things. I mean, I know I was only 2 minutes late for this, you know. On time for things, knuckle down with nutrition, you know, give me that education to be more disciplined with my life and give me a little bit more structure with that. I don't really have any specific routines. I worry that if you get set on one routine and something affects that routine, then it'll make you spin out. So I try and not have a routine so that you can adapt to away games, home games, so not everything is the same. Do you know what I mean by that? Like, if you can use that adaptability and to cope with different things happening, like the bus is late and it doesn't affect your routine, then that's why I don't have a routine. The biggest challenge in my career, I've had several along the way. I'd probably say coming back from the 2015 World Cup meltdown that we had, where we didn't qualify out the group. That was a pretty dark period in the career, and having thoughts of, well, am I ever going to play again, or do I want to play again? Because it was that dark and that unenjoyable that I just thought I might as well pack it all in here. But I didn't. I decided, no, I'm going to give it another crack, see it out, and just throw caution to the wind a little bit and see where it takes me, enjoy it, whatever time left I had in the shirt. And the following year we ended up winning a Grand Slam with England in 2016, and you know, for me that was a big achievement, particularly where we were the year before and how low and dark the majority of that squad were. So that's probably my biggest hurdle that I've overcome.